iScope Media. Here we bring you the exclusive top news headlines for our viewers today. The top 10 news of the day are: Gorakhnath temple attack, accused says was desperate to avenge events in Karnataka NRC. Mumbai, person with suspected new COVID variant has recovered fully, says State Minister. Opposition targets AAP government as Punjab reported 19 murders in 21 days. Maharashtra government initiates chapter proceeding against BJP MLA Nitesh Rane. Congress calls for urgent meeting after a drama between Navjot Sidhu and youth president. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh releases third positive list of equipment indigenization. Omar Abdullah addresses media post-ED questioning. Case 13-year-old cooperated with probe. Pralhad Joshi Lambasts opposition over Rajya Sabha Ruckus. They agreed to adjourn House, they say. Zelenskyy to hold meeting with EU Commission chief on April 8th amid Ravaging war. Russian embassy in India says Moscow committed to bring Bucha preparators to justice. Gorakhnath temple attack, accused says was desperate to avenge events in Karnataka NRC. As security agencies continue to probe the Gorakhnath temple attack, it has been exclusively assessed a confession video made by the attacker Ahmed Mustafa Abbasi. In the video, Abbasi speaks about the attack he orchestrated on the Gorakhnath temple on April 3rd, injuring 2 policemen before being detained. Mumbai, person with suspected new COVID variant has recovered fully, says State Minister. On Thursday, Maharashtra Minister Aditya Thackeray said that a person suspected of being infected with the new XE-COVID-19 form has recovered. His samples were transferred to the National Institute of Biomedical Genomics for further analysis to confirm the novel mutation, he said. The person with the suspected new COVID variant has recovered fully and the high-risk contacts have been COVID negative. The samples have been sent to the NIBMG to reconfirm the strain. We are constantly working to ensure that we are all safe. I urge people to not panic, Maharashtra Minister Aditya Thackeray wrote on Twitter. Opposition targets AAP government as Punjab reported 19 murders in 21 days. The ruling Aam Aadmi Party is under attack from the opposition parties in Punjab over the rising crime graph. As many as 19 murders, including 3 targeted killings in just 21 days, has kicked off a controversy, with the opposition alleging that the AAP government has handed over the state to the criminals. Maharashtra government initiates chapter proceedings against BJP MLA Nitesh Rane. Maharashtra BJP MLA Nitesh Rane on Thursday, while replying to a show cause notice by a special executive magistrate, stated that the notice was illegal and bad in law and had been issued without application of the mind with malefied intent. Congress calls for urgent meeting after drama between Navjot Sidhu and youth president. The Congress party on Thursday called for an urgent meeting after a protest in Chandigarh paved the way for an open war of words between the ex-PPCC chief Navjot Sidhu and the Punjab youth president Birender Singh Dhillon. High voltage drama was witnessed during a protest carried out by the Congress leaders in Chandigarh against the growing inflation in the state. Well, meanwhile, Dhillon interrupted Sidhu during his speech when the former state Congress chief went on to attack on his own party leaders, including ex-Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh releases third positive list of equipment indigenization. Union Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has released the third indigenization list comprising military equipment. The move comes as a part of India's efforts to achieve self-reliance in defense manufacturing. As per the list, the indigenization will come into effect from December 2022 and is set to be completed by December 2025. Omar Abdullah addresses media post-ED questioning. Case 13-year-old cooperated with probe, he says. After being released from the Enforcement Directorate office, former Jammu and Kashmir CM and National Conference leader Omar Abdullah spoke to reporters, saying that the central agency had called him for questioning in a 13-year-old case. Pralhad Joshi lambasts opposition over Rajya Sabha ruckus. They agreed to adjourn the House. After a major ruckus ensued at the Rajya Sabha, leading to the upper house of the parliament being adjourned Sindai, ahead of the last day of the budget session, Union Minister of the Parliamentary Affairs Pralhad Joshi on Thursday had given a scathing reply to the opposition, stating that the opposition MPs themselves requested in the Rajya Sabha BAC to adjourn the House due to the Ram Navami. Zelenskyy to hold meeting with EU Commission Chief on April 8 amid Ravaging war. In a key development, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy will hold a meeting with the European Commission President Ursula von on April 8. Interfax has been reported. The meeting between the Zelenskyy and the Ursula has now been confirmed by the Ukrainian President's press secretary Serhiy Nikiforov on the nationwide television. Russian embassy in India says Moscow committed to bringing Bucha perpetrators to justice. As reports and images of Ukraine's Bucha killing surface, the Russian embassy in India has stated that Moscow is committed to bringing those responsible for the heinous war crime to justice. It outlined that the brutal attack in Bucha invokes the nightmares of the Nazi crimes committed during the World War II. It has sparked outrage and condemnation in Russia, India, and around the world, the embassy wrote in the statement. Well, this was all about the top 10 news of today. Stay with us, we shall bring you top 10 news every day. This is Aparna Sundar reporting for iScope Media.